How do you do, everyone? Today, I thought about giving you some random educational facts to the head. Well, definitely better than someone giving you a boot to the head. In fact, from the first president to the first person on the moon, for the record, those people were George Washington, and Neil Armstrong. Not Louis Armstrong. He's that trombone player. Or was it saxophone player? Anyway, some of this education may be somewhat impossible that you may find it completely bizarre. But let's start with something easy. Now, you might have heard that 2 and 2 multiplied and added equal to 4, but a 2 divided by a 2 is 1. What's the difference between the three? Well, let's start with the first two. Well, all I can say is that the first couple math problems are both counting by 2's, while the 2 divided by 2 equals 1 part does not have its answer counting by 2. I'm not good at every math problem. Well, one thing that I'm not good at but heard of is pi. Pi is technically a number starting with 3 or something. I don't know all the other numbers, but some teachers of mine told me that it's a never-ending number. I kind of wish that the never-ending number was the amount of literal pies, or the amount in coins. Well, only a wealthy person would have that kind of money. Anyway, let's move on to something else. Now, a lot of people have heard that there are 3 2's. However, they are spelled differently and mean different definitions. One is spelled with an O, another with 2 O's, while the last one has 1 O but with a W. To start out, an example of 2 would be, I'm going to the grocery store. Another example of 2 would be, I want to go to the grocery store too, or we better not buy too many products. An example of 2 would be, we need 2 cartons of milk. Now, the whole point is, there are words that are spelled differently as they are pronounced the same or similar to each other, but they mean the opposite. Another example would be wonder and wonder, pronounced similar to each other, but mean differently as they are spelled differently, as the second letter is different. Wonder, with an O, means you're thinking of the possible meaning of something or someone. Wonder, with an A, means you're just randomly walking around the streets and or stalls. Now, some of you viewers may be familiar with the expressions which are shake a leg and eggs on your face, or egg on your face. Shake a leg means to hurry up, while an egg on your face is a way of saying that you feel embarrassed. I wished I had said, give me a hand, but I don't have any hands. For the record, that means someone needing help. Hey, did you know that Superman didn't have the ability to fly when he debuted in comics? He eventually gained that when he made his animated cartoon debut. I would have never guessed that in a million years. I hope he didn't hear that from a rumor. That means news or information given to people that may not be true. Besides, I'm explaining some random information, random education people are familiar with, not superheroes.
Sorry.
Now, if I have to be honest, I don't know all the educational categories. One of them is science. I mean, I do know a little bit about DNA, digestive system, cancer, physics, and money, which are subjects I'm not going to get too detailed about, but everything else sounds complicated. Anyway, if there were any mistakes that I did with the education I've shown you, please forgive me. I'm still learning in the progress.